Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm doing a bit of a book haul. I seem to have accumulated books again. These were mainly sent to me by publishers. There's one I think that was sent to me from the lovely Janet from Swirly Girly Reads, and there is two that have put me in book jail. So let's go through these anyway. So firstly, I want to talk to you about some bits that I got in a book box recently. So I got my Book Box Club book this month, and the theme was all about mermaids. Included in that box I had Mermaid Kisses Vanilla Bean ice cream, lip balm, a really nice smelling bath bomb, which is really pretty with gold on, which smells very much of bergamot. I'll be using that tonight. There's a beautiful necklace which has a ship and a quote on the front that says, "I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship," which is really pretty. There were some really beautiful bookmarks which had ladies on the front as well as these mermaidy scales on the back. And then there was this great water bottle which says, "Be a mermaid, make waves." This sort of metallic water bottle with a lanyard at the top. So I shall be using this because I really need to try and drink more water. So this was a really good one. And then the book in this month was The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. This sounds like it's a mermaid book. It says, 2 centuries ago in small isolated Sparrow, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery and drowned in the waters surrounding the town. Now each summer the sisters return, stealing the bodies of 3 girls and seeking revenge by dragging boys to their watery deaths. Like many locals, 17-year-old Penny Talbot has accepted the town's fate. Then, on the eve of the sisters' return, Beau Carter arrives, unaware of the danger he's stumbled into or the fact that his arrival will change everything. Mistrust and lies spread quickly through the salty, rain-soaked streets. Penny and Beau suspect each other of hiding secrets, and death comes swiftly for those who cannot resist the call of the sisters. But only Penny sees what others cannot, and she will be forced to choose, save Beau or save herself. So I'm really excited to read this one, and it's got a really beautiful cover. So a book that I treated myself to because I was given as my community chest this month. The one that I picked out was a free book, so you know, allowed to go out and buy a book, and for that I chose Other Minds: The Octopus and the Evolution of Intelligent Life by Peter Godfrey Smith. I think this looks really interesting, so I can't wait to get stuck into this one. And then I was very kindly sent this book called We Are Women, Here Are Raw. So this is Raw, and this is a pamphlet which is sort of a sampler of it, but the book, which comes out in November 2018, will have 30 stories in it that will make you raw. So they're original, fierce, brave and inspiring. So that sounds really interesting, so I look forward to trying out this sampler. Then I was very kindly sent this by Janet as my book of the month for last month, and that is The Queen of Bloody Everything by Joanna Nadine. I really liked the look of this when she told me about it, when she picked it up when we were in Bath together, and so I thought this was definitely one that I'd added to my wish list, and she obviously thought it sounded like one we could maybe read together, and so she picked it for me. So this is the story of a mother and a daughter. It's a story of a girl who at 6 years old becomes obsessed with somebody else's family because they're normal, and I think this is going to be a really great adult contemporary. I was very kindly sent I Have Lost My Way by Gail Foreman. This is released on the 5th of April, and it says on the back, "They lost their way but found each other. Freya has lost her voice whilst recording her debut album, the one that's supposed to propel her to stardom. Haran has lost the love of his life, and now he's decided to run rather than confront the truth. Nathaniel has lost everything. He's alone in New York City with a desperate plan and nothing left to lose. When a fateful accident draws these 3 strangers together, their secrets start to unravel, and they begin to understand that the way out of their own loss might just lie in helping the others out of theirs." So I think this sounds really interesting, so I'm looking forward to that. I was also very kindly sent The Wild Folk by Sylvia V. Lindstedt, I think that's how you say it, and this proof copy is very pretty. This one comes out at the end of May, and it says, in the land of Farallone, the city dwellers' greed for star gold threatens to destroy the mystical wild folk of the country. Their only hope rests with 2 young hares and their human companions. Tin, an orphan city boy with a passion for invention, and curious country girl Comfrey. Star gold is incredibly precious, and to protect it, Tin and Comfrey face impossible tasks, each stranger than the last, and every creature they meet on their extraordinary journey, from the tiniest ants to the grisliest of witches, has a crucial role to play in saving the land they love. This apparently is the first book in a magical duology filled with wonder, and it says here that it's perfect for fans of Philip Pullman and Frances Hardinge, of which I am both, so I'm really looking forward to this. I believe this is aimed at 10 years plus, so more of a middle grade audience. I'm very excited. Again, another proof copy I was sent, I'm very excited about. This is Legendary by Stephanie Garber. It's a really beautiful proof, and this is the follow-on from Caraval. I'm so excited. It says inside, centuries ago the 16 immortal fates ruled the world until their reign was brought to an end and they were locked away. But now they are ready to come out and play again. Since pulling him from her mother's deck of destiny as a child, Teller has been fascinated by one of the fates, the mysterious Prince of Hearts. Legend goes that he was left incapable of loving after his heart stopped beating long ago, leaving his kiss fatal to all but his true love, the only one who can make his heart beat again. Teller doesn't know it yet, but the intertwining of their destinies will set in motion the legendary game of Caraval once more, and now Teller's very life depends on winning. In Caraval, they say your wildest dreams come to life, but then so do your nightmares. So this is the sequel. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck back into this world. I really enjoyed Caraval, so yes, I shall be reading this one soon. And it comes out on the 29th of May. And then a big whopper of a book, but one I'm super excited to get to, and that is The Vale of Spears by Bradley Bolio. This is book 3 in the series that started with the 12 Kings of Sharakai, and I'm just so excited to get stuck back in. This comes out on the 22nd of March, so this is what the book will look like. It is a whopper. I think it is a good sort of 550-ish pages. I won't read you the back because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't read 12 Kings of Sharakai, but you really should. This is such a really exciting, really well-built world with a fast-paced action and a really interesting, strong female lead character, so I definitely recommend it. And then the 2 books that got me into book jail were just sort of impulse purchases, really. I'm currently already in book jail for 2 other books, one of which I've read and will be reviewing soon. The other I'm halfway through and will also be reviewing soon. So I may have to do a books that put me in jail or books worth going to jail for video, and I will review these 4, but the other 2 will remain a mystery until I let you know in that video. But I picked up Bug Bones by Laura Dockwill. I'm hearing amazing things about it. I just couldn't help myself, so I will be having to read this straight after the next book because obviously it's in jail, which means it doesn't contribute towards the money that I'm collecting for my Bookopoly, but that's fine. That's what book jail is for when I have these moments of weakness. And I'm excited. It's about a girl called Bluebell, aka BB or Big Bones. It says she's bold, beautiful and beginning her summer holiday, but instead of relaxing she's being forced to write a food diary, and she's got lots to say. Then an accident upturns her family and she finds it's not just the diary bringing unexpected change to her life. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I've heard it's very empowering and a really good female role model, and I loved Laura Dockwill's writing. I wasn't as keen on her actual story that she had for her Lorelei book, but her writing is great, and in real life she is hilarious, and I've watched her in interviews in real life and I found her very engaging and really interesting, so I'm really looking forward to this. And the other one was just because it was buy one get one half price, so I shall be reading that straight after Big Bones, and that is The Exact Opposite of OK by Laura Stephen. This says Izzy O'Neill, impoverished orphan, aspiring comedian, slut extraordinaire apparently. Izzy never expected to be 18 and internationally reviled, but when photos involving her, a politician's son and a garden bench emerged, the trolls set out to take her apart. Armed with her best friend Ajita and a metric ton of nachos, she must figure out who's behind the vicious website while keeping her sanctity intact. Izzy is about to find out out that the way the world treats girls is not okay. It's the exact opposite of okay. And this says it's a book for anyone who ever called themselves a feminist and anyone who hasn't. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm really enjoying these feminist books that are currently having an upward trend. They're important, they're interesting. So that's it. That's all the books that I picked up recently. Do any of these pique your interest? Have you read these 2 new book jail purchases? Am I going to find them worth the wait, worth the, you know, the book jail time? Let me know, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.